Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, China is scrapping their tough pandemic restrictions as the economic toll mounts. It was a broader backdown than expected as the stagnant economy now demands remedies. But first in the US, mortgage applications and mortgage interest rates fell last week in an extended retreat, reflecting a weakening of their already weak housing market. However, there are signs in the US that holiday season retail sales may not be as weak as feared. Many retailers are embracing their higher inventory levels and see it as a competitive advantage. Consumers seem to be responding. In Canada, their central bank raised its policy rate by 50 basis points to 4.25% earlier today. It is also shrinking its balance sheet in a continuing tightening phase. However, it has opened the possibility that they may be near the end of their rate hike cycle for now. And in Beijing, their National Health Commission set out 10 new vastly less restrictive pandemic control measures today. Despite a build-up in expectations in recent weeks, markets have appeared to be taken aback by how far-reaching these moves are. An initial rally fizzled as investors worried about a spike in infections and the chaos that might result from such sweeping changes. Separately, Chinese exports dived nearly 9% in November from a year ago. Their imports fell more than 10% on the same basis. Both were results far worse than expected. And in India, their central bank raised its policy rate by 35 basis points to 6.25% late yesterday, and it was seen as a hawkish shift in policy. In Australia, their economy expanded 5.9% real in the third quarter of 2022 from a year ago, but only 0.6% of that was in the September quarter alone, and that was less than expected. One of the most striking parts of this GDP release is the level of embedded inflation it reveals. Household prices are now rising at an 8% rate in the third quarter, and wage inflation is running even faster at a 10% rate. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.44% and down 12 basis points since this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at $1,783 an ounce, and that's up $12. And oil prices start today down $1.50 at just on $73 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is down to just over $78 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 63.6 US cents, and again a little firmer than this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're also firmer at 94.7 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up slightly to 60.6 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts at 72.2 and up another 30 basis points overnight. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.